Alright, I'm going to try and stay out of the way of the video. But this is a Tram D201. Right now, I am going to go in and check all these caps here and see how they're doing. But first, as soon as I opened this up, took the bottom off of it, I noticed that the fuse holder down here was broken, and somebody had turned it around and soldered the connector to the end here. So I'm going to pull this rest of the way out. But I may try and change the position on the camera for a second here and see if I can get you a better view. But it's hard to work around the camera. Even right now, I'm kind of not where I would normally be working on something. So I already checked all this. Voltages are off. Clip the wires. Yep, there's the rest of it. Just like that. And it's broke, and it was missing the piece. And I have a new fuse holder. It's going to go in here. I'm going to fix it. It says 3 amp slow blow. I've got a 3 amp. I'm going to see if I can find a slow blow, but I may not have one. Anyway, we'll see if we can I've never been inside a Tram 201. It's got a switch right here on the back, and I'm thinking probably a VFO mod of some sort, and I'll look at it here in a minute. But this particular one has all of the tubes are soldered to the sockets are soldered to the boards, which is kind of an interesting way to do things. Alright, so we have this wire and this wire. This is coming off the AC in, so this is your main fuse here. There should be a fuse on the filament too. Probably off of this green somewhere. But anyway, I'll probably pause you here in a second, get you up close, show you what I'm doing. But it just depends on how I can get the camera in here. If I can't get the camera in here in a good way, I probably won't film much more of this. So this is an NRI professional signal generator from back in the day. And right now it's set to close to 455 kilohertz. And I'm going to turn this right now. I'll shuffle you over here and show you the radio, but that's set. All right. Right here, I have it clipped into the. That's pin. Let's see, what pin was that? That's like pin. That's pin 2 on 401, V401 on this radio, which is your. It's one of your, let's see, it's your first RF amp. No, it's not your first RF amp. It's the AM IF amp. So, I'm injecting the signal in here, and this is what that ancient old piece of equipment's doing. It's not quite right. Let's see how I can adjust it. It's good enough for what I need to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find, and this is all high voltage here. We're looking at probably 400 or 500 volts in this radio. I know it's 400 at least. But I'm going to take this and go to the next tube up the line in the block diagram here. I'm going to go back to the second mixer. Alright, so now we're on pin 2 of V302, which will be 302A, which will be the first half of 302. Alright, I'm not getting anything. So 302. What tube is that? That's a 6BK7B. What do I got here? I think I got another one, 6BK7B. Let's swap tubes and see if it's just the tube. So I'm going to turn all this off, swap tubes, see if that's the tube. Spin this around, you can see what it looks like. It's a Tram 201D. And that's a Sylvania tube, 6BK7B. I got a Dumont tube here. BK7B. Plug that in. And should be safe to go. So let's plug this in and see if that helps. You just have to be aware that you're working with something deadly. I don't know if you can see it, but that meter climbs all the way up. It starts coming back. Nope, still nothing. So what's between here and there? See, I get feedback on sideband. AM, got nothing. I've got the volume wide open. Squelch is all the way down. Same settings I had before. I'm on pin 2. Yep. So it's in between there somewhere. I'll bring it back here in a second. Alright, so we're on pin 1 of V400, which is the next one up the chain towards 401. So we've got it on the next tube up the line. So it's between V400 and V302, which is the second mixer and the AM IF amp. So it's between there, and the only thing between there is there's one capacitor and there's a transformer. There's a slug tune transformer with 2 capacitors in it. So what is that? That's L400. It's just a slug tune coil. I bet that slug tune coil is out of adjustment. So we'll mess with it again here in a second. I'll pause you one more time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, because I have it here, but I don't have it upstream of that transformer there, I'm going to move this back to pin 2 of 302, which is the next thing back down the line. Yep, I'm going to move this back to pin 302. First, I'm going to, because I had this on, I'm going to short out. I got it unplugged, got it off, but it never hurts to short out the capacitors down here. Make sure nothing's hot. Alright, I'm going to move this back to pin 2 of 302, which is down here in the corner. Yep, 302 right here. I'm going to solder it back on. The reason I'm doing this is this is on a board and these clips won't clip onto it. If it was point-to-point wiring, I'd clip a wire or a lead or something and it'd be fine, but as it is, it's what I got, so I'm just soldering a little tag on it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to leave it where it's at. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to get my insulated adjustment tools and we're going to find something that fits that transformer. I think you can see it through here. I don't know if you can see it, but I think I can see it. I think it can be adjusted top or bottom. Yeah, it can. So I can stay down here and adjust it. And I bet somebody just adjusted that right out of receive. Well, it moves free enough. So as long as I don't touch this and I just twist this without getting into it, I'm going to electrocute myself. So actually shouldn't be much there anyway. So it's on and it's coming up. Alright. So I'm going to turn the volume up. It may be that the caps are shorted in the transformer and I have to open it up because I'm not getting anything. Yep, nothing. Or maybe, well, no. Yeah, so nothing. Let's see here. I was right on it too. It shouldn't have changed at all. In fact, I can probably put it back up to where it was on pin 2 of that one. In fact, let me shut this down. And I'll move it back up to pin 2 on that one. Just to verify that I'm on the right frequency. So, I mean, pin 1 on that one is this is the grid on that one. So, there's a capacitor in the way there, but it shouldn't be... be an issue though. Make sure that's shorted. The power's still on this, but it's all down here. It's AC. We're not going to get there. It'll be up here. The power's not on the radio. The power is just hooked to the wall, which I usually unplug when I'm doing stuff like this. Alright, so plug back into that pin on the radio. It's got to be in that transformer. We're on pin 1 of V400. Yeah, see, I got it back. Ain't that something? Okay, so unplug it. Really don't want to take that transformer off. Trying to think of a reason why it would not go through that. I mean, if the tube was bad, it wouldn't go through it. I don't want to put it on the other side of the tube, on the plate side, because it'll have 130 volts on it. If I put 130 volts on that, it might not like it. I mean, the tube could be bad again, but I already changed it once. Let me change it again. Well, let me resolder this while I've got this loose and the voltage is down probably. Alright. See if that'll stay. Yeah, that'll stay. Alright. So let's go around here. Let's see, that's that was the grid on 302. I changed this tube once though. Don't get it. I'll try it again. Let's see if I got another one. This is a that one. Let's put this one in. This is a 6BK7B. Alright. Let's plug that in and see what she does. I've replaced a bunch of capacitors in this, and I don't know if you can see it. You probably won't be able to see it. But up in here, somebody's been cutting traces and all kinds of nonsense. Probably some kind of frequency mod or something. Alright, so change tubes, nothing. I'm going to leave that volume up and I'm going to wiggle that tube. Tube's lit up. I think it's that little transformer. I'm going to let that bleed down for a second. I'm going to pause you. Alright, this is the transformer that I was talking about. Gotta get those leads straight. This is what's in it. It's a little slug tune coil. And I wonder if I got this in there backwards. It come apart while I was taking it apart. I wonder if it goes in there the opposite way. No, I think it goes this way. Anyway, the more I move it around, the worse it is. And I'll probably put a little hot glue in here just to get it to stay right. What you end up with.
These are so small. Anyway, slug tune coil goes in here like this. Actually, let's see. Yep, just like that. And that fits in through there.